straight into it.
Just did it with that.
Yeah, I know. So I've got this little shover thing. So everyone wants to know the tricks of the trade of the Corey Blake podcast. Is I've got this little button and I push it and it says record, and that's how we get the little photo at the end.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So like we'll do a little pose. I hit the button.
What type of photo?
I don't know, we'll work that out after. We can do some Corey, like, we can click the cheers. So, episode 8 of the Corey Blake podcast with Ryan Gonzalez.
Yeah.
Where's Gonzalez come from?
Oh, it's Spanish.
Spanish.
Yeah.
Yeah, should have guessed that.
My grandparents.
Cool. Grandparents.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, currently the lead in Jersey Boys.
Mm-hmm.
Is this the best gig? Is this the best one you've booked thus far?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
It's definitely the biggest one too.
Because I feel like you've been in a musical since like 1998. You're just never not in one. But I feel like this is it. This is like a massive one.
Yeah, this is huge.
Yeah. And I almost got a little nervous when I heard that you were. I was like, shit, I know, because you can sing. Like, I've heard you sing, and that's amazing. But when I heard like Frankie Valli sing, like, how do you go with that?
It's a challenge because he has like two different voices almost. So he has like the falsetto sound.
Yeah.
Which is really strong.
Yeah.
And kind of pings over the top of everything. But then he also has like, when he gets older and he starts recording his own stuff, he has like, Can't Take My Eyes Off of You.
That's my favourite
I'm Working
song.
My Way. It's crazy.
Yeah.
He turns into like a rock god.
Yeah.
So then he has this massive like chest belt.
Yeah. Obviously you've watched the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and like that guy's great in that too.
Yeah.
So, because
He's the original Broadway guy. He
is
originated the role in the musical.
Ah, okay, yeah. Because because I'm coming to see the show as well. So I'll have to give you a message while I'm in the audience, little chookers. But so you, it's like the movie, so like you age with the role and that type of thing.
Yeah, he starts as a 14-year-old and then he ends up kind of like now, how old he is today, which is nearly 90.
Okay, amazing. So, and you're still playing that role? Like, do you go out the back and get the Just for Men grey shit through your hair, or what do you do?
No, it's just representative, like in costume and but he never changes his hair or makeup or anything like that, which is good.
Yeah, which is fair enough. So you're enjoying the role though? Are you still getting challenged every night by it?
Yeah.
You are?
We only opened like 2 weeks ago.
Okay, so it's still quite fresh.
Yeah, and the challenge is like obviously aging, like becoming a 70-year-old man. This is something that I haven't experienced before, so that's just like I have to be empathetic and think about how that would feel. How it would feel to lose a daughter and go through 3 relationships and end up with no one and that kind of stuff, which I haven't really done before. So that's a challenge.
Are you doing this in American accent as well?
Yeah.
Yeah?
In a
amazing.
Jersey accent.
How good's that?
It's really good.
Yeah, because I forget some of the musicals that I've seen and like they don't do it in an American accent. I forget which, I remember watching, I was like, just so bizarre. Oh, Bodyguard.
Did they do it in Australia?
No, they didn't. Sorry. Another point. Don't worry, we'll keep moving on. I don't want to sit there and start ragging on people's accents. That's all right. So how's the American accent going? Obviously you would have trained that.
Yeah, it's hard because it is Jersey, so you have...
Yeah, you've got a real twang.
Yeah. It's New York based.
Yeah.
It's not general American.
No.
But it's also Italian based.
Right.
So it's like a Jersey Italian accent.
Yeah.
Which is hard because then...
Have you done this before the show? Have you ever tackled an accent close to this?
Yeah, well, in the Heights, I just did with Timbermatic.
Yep.
They're in Washington Heights, so it's a Bronx accent.
Okay.
And they're Puerto Rican inspired, so they have a bit of a Spanish flair on top of that.
Yeah.
So it's so different to Jersey Boys, which is a Jersey accent with Italian flair. So it's like, they just have wider vowels and...
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, they're more...
Who trained you for this? Are you just doing this yourself, or did you go to someone to be like, I need this?
No, they have a dialect coach for us, so they come in and we speak a little bit of Italian in the show as well. So we do that, and then we do the Jersey, and she'll come in and watch the show and give us notes regularly.
Wow.
Little dialect notes.
Great. That's good. Really good. So obviously we just kind of opened up with the obvious being Jersey's Boys, but you've been plugging away at this forever. Like I just made, you've been in so many musicals. So what was the first one? Can you just run me through it?
My first musical, I did Legally Blonde the musical as a swing.
So that was pretty fresh, hey? Out of full time?
Yeah, So
Yeah.
I did full-time, I finished full-time 2011 and I did Legally Blonde 2012.
Right.
Yeah.
Cool.
Which was good. I think I learnt most of my stuff on that because I was more dance-based, going to Brent Street and
Yeah.
going down that channel and thinking...
Have you always sung though?
I have, but then I stopped when my voice broke as a kid.
Oh, really?
Like I sang as a kid in choir and stuff, and then my voice broke, and then it kind of ruined it a bit.
Because when did I'm trying to think when I first heard you sing, and before you sung, you walked out, and I was like, what's he doing? I've gone, is he going to sing right now? Oh man, what was it? But your singing's just as good as your dancing.
Oh, thank you.
It is. It truly is. Well, obviously, you're a leader of the musical
Not back
right
then.
now.
I bet you.
But I feel like I was still just like, holy crap! Like this guy is something else. So you've gone. So you did Legally Blonde because, and obviously, there's been a few. Like, what else did you do after that? Did that start the
Blonde? Yeah, that started
the ball rolling.
I did Legally Blonde into King Kong.
Right.
And then Strictly Ballroom.
What was King Kong like?
It was good.
Was that was just in Melbourne?
Yes.
Didn't tour because you had that big monkey.
Yeah. They had to like adjust the theatre to fit it in there.
Shit. Okay.
So I did like 6 months worth of prep.
Man.
To fit like the rigging system in the top of the theatre.
Yeah.
They just ripped it out and put a new one in.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
Which is kind of what they've done on Broadway too with the show.
They have?
They had to rip out.
Well, yeah, Broadway, the theatres are quite small too. Like, they're not big theatres.
Yeah. True.
Yeah. Okay, so you've done King Kong into, what did you say after that?
Strictly Ballroom.
Strictly Ballroom. How was that like?
Huge. That was the,
big
that's
dance
probably
one?
the hardest job. I call that one a job because it was like something that changed constantly and it was never finished. It was always evolving and we were just tired.
Yeah.
But it was good to be a part of a new musical.
Yeah, okay.
It was really, really awesome to be a part of that experience.
Yeah. Are you feeling super comfy now on stage, or is there still a bit of, well, especially not now, you wouldn't be, but was there a stage where you were going, this is, I'm more taking this in rather than having those nerves there, or are they always there?
They're always there.
Always there?
Because, I don't know, I feel like you have to form a connection with the audience straight away. Yeah. And that's nerve-wracking because you don't know what they're going to react like. Yeah. And then you got to take them on board, and then you take them on the story.
You would have experienced that, audiences that respond, audiences that don't.
Yeah.
Doesn't
audiences
throw you
that don't, it kind of becomes a performance with you and your mates on stage. You kind of have to use that energy rather than their energy. Okay. So it's never thrown you though? No, it never throws you, and the show always ends up being the same, and we get the same response. It just changes how much you give to the audience versus how much you give on stage. Yeah, okay, so that's cool. And by all means, I have never even thought about musical theatre, couldn't even see myself doing it, although I'd love to. But I was auditioning for The Bodyguard when I was going around. Yeah. And, got all the way to the end, I couldn't even make it through the goddamn auditions without injuring myself because I'm just a broken dancer. How do you do it? Because you dance and you don't, I've never seen you walk it. Fair to say you're the hardest hitting dancer. I don't know about that.
I reckon you are.
Cat Santos?
Oh, okay. The male hardest hitting dancer. No, but there was a stage there because I remember seeing you in Talents and Choice. Yeah. And it was just like, okay, there's Ryan, who's going to keep up with him. We were all hard hitting dancers though. But honestly, Talents and I were just like, yeah, I know. But that's just my two bobs. Watching that, I was just like, shit, someone needs to go with Ryan here because he's just kind of. So, how do you dance at this level? And are you any injuries at all? No. Far out. Yeah. Touch wood. Got some floorboards here. Give a little tap on the floor. Man, no injuries. Yeah. Damn, so jealous. Have you danced ever since you were a kid? Yeah, I started dancing when I was like 4 in a tiny studio. Ballet training? Ballet training, more tap training actually. More tap training? Yeah, they have a tap studio down there. Okay. So you've just always kind of done everything correctly and... Tried to. Yeah. Yeah. What was your studio in Wollongong? It was called Garby Sanderson Studio. Garby Sanderson. They were so great. They're so great. So how old were you when you left there? I left there... I went to Brent Street when I was like 15, 16. Oh, okay. Yeah. Right. And who were your teachers there that really kind of? Because did you feel like you just kicked it up a notch when you did the transfer? Yeah. Yeah.
Well, Cameron Mitchell definitely was like.
Yeah, cameo. Yeah.
Took me under his wing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd probably say he was my main.
Yeah, great
guy.
He's good. He's very good. Cameo.
He's very clever, and he inspired music theatre for me because I didn't know that would be an option.
You should get him on the podcast. He would be good,
you
wouldn't
should get him on the podcast.
Yeah, I'll reach out. Cameo, I'm calling you soon. Yeah, he'd be fantastic on here. He'd have some great little stories. Okay, cool. So you've gone through Brent Street, started booking these musicals.
Yeah.
Did you dabble in any commercial work there?
I definitely did.
Yeah.
Like in year 12.
Because I remember seeing you around with some jobs and stuff like that. Yeah.
My first ever job was Happy Feet 2.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
With Lawrence People.
Wow.
With like the babies.
Yeah, you would have been.
I was doing my HSC at the time too.
Wow. How phenomenal is that?
It was very cool.
You had a bloody stellar cast on that as well.
Know.
Yeah.
And that was it, like from there, like Kate Wormold was on that. And the Squared Division guys. Yeah. Ant was dancing in that.
Yeah, no, like we're in it, not. Yeah. Yeah, that was a great time. I think we got a really good, when we started working, we got a really good crossover where we just got enough of the guys who were, a few years above us. Yeah. That we could learn and that type of thing. That was great. Yeah, that was a phenomenal cast. That casting, or the audition for it, I actually forgot it was on that day. And remember they did it down at Carriage Works?
Yes.
You know how big the doors are there?
Yeah.
So I've rocked in like 45 minutes late, just trying to sneak in with this big bloody door just going, and like everyone's learning the first break, like everyone's, what was it, rhythm?
You remember it?
Yeah, no, I just remember the little penguin arms. But only because it's the first audition that I was late for, like late. Shocking. So I would have loved to have got my headspace in that one a little bit earlier and give that one a decent crack. But yeah, no, that was a great gig to get, man.
Yeah,
it's awesome. Cool. That's something that still bloody holds its credibility even now. It's a major movie. So that was your first gig. Yeah. Shit, what a good one. And you were with Mark Byrne at the time. Were you with him?
Yes, I was.
Yeah, you were. Yeah. And who are you represented by now?
So Peter Webb, who was his agency. She ran the agency side, and he ran the management side. Okay. So she worked for him. Yeah. And then she had a baby and she left. Right. And then that's when, unfortunately, I passed away. Yeah. And then it wasn't until like maybe 2 years ago that she decided to start her own agency. Okay. So was there a bit of a period there where you didn't have an agent? Yeah. But you were still working? Well, I'd just booked Strictly Ballroom and that went for 2 years. Yes. Okay. So that was good. That's a good run. In there. Yeah, it was a good run. Yeah. Massive run. Yeah. So you're on you're seeing how Australia responds to musical theatre. Like you've seen it through different shows. Why is some falling short and why do some, if not extend the contract or see it out? Like what's happening? How come we're loving? Is it storyline? Is it marketing? Is it the cast? Is there anything you can kind of put your thumb on? I think it's a few things. I think our audiences are starting to get smarter. Okay. Because we're becoming more educated by Broadway. Yep. And we can see the difference now. And I don't think Australia is going to hold up much more of these Grease returns and Chicago returns and Saturday Night Fever returns. So we need to start getting different musicals out here to keep this. But as music theatre progresses, it changes for its audience. Yeah. And I think of it like opera. Like opera used to be the best thing ever back in its time. Yeah. It told a story in a way that people could relate to. It was fast enough for their brains to retain and collect the information. Yep. Music theatre then got on top of that because it added script and dancing. Yeah, for sure. And now music theatre has gone further than that and it's now a play with music. Okay. So it's got to be driven by the story, right? Yeah. And I think things have their expiration date. Yeah. But Australia seems to keep bringing them out. Just gone, nope, run it again. Yeah, and it cheapens the industry a little bit. And then on top of that, we have a bit of star casting happening. So people that aren't right for the roles are getting cast and not serving the role, but are serving the media because of what their names are. So
Yeah.
that cheapens it a bit. And
Yeah, it's a shame.
Yeah, so I think...
And I saw a bloody pantomime the other day, and Bo Ryan was in it. Like, Bo Ryan, so he's a football player.
What?
Yeah, he used to play for the Sharks.
I actually don't know who that
He's
is.
a host of the footy show.
Oh, right!
And he was the genie in Aladdin in a pantomime, I think. Correct me if I'm wrong.
I think you're correct. I think I saw a photo of that.
Yeah, you kind of know who I'm talking about now?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Beefy guy.
Yeah, beefy guy. Yeah. Trains at the gym I go to, actually. Shout out to Bo Ryan. He'll probably be watching this. Probably not. If he does, though, what's up? Like, he was in a pantomime, you know, and by all means, I wouldn't put a pantomime on the level of what you've been operating at, but general public look at that, like, they're going to a theatre, they buy tickets, and they look at something like, it's still that industry, you know, and if we've got bloody footy players booking gigs, we've got a problem.
Yeah. It is exciting for them. Like, to see someone on stage, that's exciting. But imagine if they were on stage and they could actually do the role. Yeah. That would be amazing. Yeah. We wouldn't have anything to say. Yeah. And the industry would be grateful for that because they're serving the story. But if they can't, then that is just cheapening.
Now, I'm completely out of the loop in terms of who are the who's who in musical theatre. I just know the guys who have done a bit of commercial, or I've seen them in open class and stuff like that. They're similar ages to me. Who are some people that you feel should be getting a little bit more recognition? So, like, by all means, any names that I put on this podcast, it's never to diminish. So we're not going to talk about the people who were booked on the wrong gig purely because of their profile. But who are some people that you could see could really fit into certain roles that, I don't know, you know, are there any that kind of throw your mind?
Yeah, there's, like, do you know Angelique Casamatis?
I don't know any of these people. So Angelique Casamatis.
Like, Out of Control, Triple Threat, legit. Yeah. Lauren Hunter, Out of Control, Triple Threat, legit.
And do you feel like they're missing out on some gigs where they would be great as a lead or even ensemble or... Yeah.
But it's hard. It is hard to take that step forward.
Yeah. Did you ever do any amateur musical theatre?
I did.
Yeah.
As a kid.
As a kid.
15.
Yeah.
16.
Yeah. Okay. And then you just like, was there a point where you go, I'm going to stop booking this because I need to take a big step now? Or is it just natural course of, you know, you started training more? And then...
it was my natural course. And I just stopped having time because I was doing high school and training. Like
true. Okay. Yeah. But so sorry to take away from the point before. So what these girls are just, you need that first one, don't you?
Yeah, but they have had it. Like
the
Haze has been great.
Yeah.
For that, and the Haze like adopts that and
love the Haze.
Promotes young performers because these girls are young too. Like, but we're getting to the point now where they could lead a company in Australia and get a name for themselves and be just as good as those people.
These people that are booking. Yeah. Okay. But cool. So I love the Haze because I think it's a really good stepping stone.
Yeah, I agree.
To get into the big. But it's that you've performed there, and you'll probably still perform there. Even if you finished Jersey Boys, it's something that you wouldn't go, I'm not going to perform at the Haze now. I feel like you would say still yes to, as long as you're obviously getting paid, you would be very open to it.
There's something, because commercial musicals are great, but you do something that is not created for you. You do something that's created for somebody else, and you kind of step in, you do what you can with the role, within the parameters of what they've told you to do. And that's amazing, like that's a great skill set to have. And then you perform that for 14 months, and you discover the role, and you can conquer it. It's a challenge, it's no longer a challenge, you finish the job, and that's your job. But the Haze is like, you get to be a part of something that's creative, and you get to create a character, and you get to build it from the ground up, and
you feel a part of it.
Yeah, it's that process.
You feel a part of it. You're not just handed a script and be like, do it like the dude in New York.
Yeah, it's not like that.
Oh no, it's not. But I'm doing that. Definitely cutting that short. But you can put more input into these. Yeah, that's amazing.
That's what the Haze does, and like it also brings shows that would never come here commercially otherwise.
Well, what was that one that I just said before? The one with the girls. The high school girl?
Heathers,
Heathers.
Yeah, but that was great because then that did a little mini tour.
Oh, did it?
Yeah.
Oh, actually, no, I
So
did
from
see
the Hayes,
that.
and then it went to the Opera House.
I did not see that
and
musical
Arts
coming.
Centre.
When I saw it, because someone said,
It's dark, hey?
Yeah, someone just said, oh, it's just like Mean Girls. Just like early 90s, maybe late 80s. But it's just like then, just, there's a pretty boy and that type of thing. I was like, oh, okay. I actually went with Cameo to see it. I went with Cameo, Todd, Hampton, and Marco. Random little fall.
Heaven.
Yeah, but anyway, we went. There were only like 100 people in the theatre, and I was just like, this is good. After intermission though, and that second half kicked off, it was just like,
it's
whoa,
dark, eh?
Damn, and like the funeral, and then like they all turned out to be gay, and then the rainbows coming out, and the dads are macking on, you're just like, what? Yeah, great musical though, I loved it.
Yeah,
it definitely had that Book of Mormon little touch to it. Did you audition for that, Book of Mormon?
I did. I'm definitely way too ethnic to be a Mormon though.
Yeah, true.
They need to be like white American boys.
Yeah, I could see you doing that though.
Oh, nah.
Nah.
I prefer Jersey boys.
Oh yeah, big time. Definitely prefer Jersey boys. So, now, I mean, it's kind of hard to... Oh, no, that's what I wanted to ask. How do you stay... Like, obviously you love what you do. Like, I've just simply danced beside you in classes and that type of stuff. You definitely love what you do. But me, personally, I get bored way too quick if I literally do the same gig back to back. By the time I finish the second gig, I'm like... Oh fuck, I already did this shit, now I've got to do it all again. How do you cope with, like, is there a part where you just get a little tired, or is the love still there? Like, you're, 4 or 5 musicals deep now. I know you're 2 weeks into it, but say let's look at Strictly Ballroom. That went for 2 years. How do you stay loving it? Do you still? Well, was there points where you go, oh, it starts feeling like a bit of a 9 to 5?
Yeah. There was a point on Strictly Ballroom, not to speak bad of it, but it made me go, do I want to do performing anymore? Do I want to be something else?
Yeah.
Do I want to study something?
Yeah.
And I started to look at options at uni and stuff like that.
Oh man, I am so glad you said that, because I definitely thought that through one stage as well, and I wasn't doing anything nowhere near as repetitive as what you were doing. But there's people that because I quite often will... I mean, mentoring sounds like I'm a bit up myself, but I work with a lot of people and they ask for guidance and my advice on this industry. And they're going, oh, I'm thinking about doing this now, and they're just going to throw dancing away. Like, it's something that they're passionate about, they throw it away. Everyone, even the best of the best of the best, go through a stage where you might look at another job that's, like, it's just a phase. Like, but then what brought you out of that?
I finished that job.
Oh, right, okay. So that was towards the back end of it. You were just like,
towards the back end of the job. I was like...
Yeah.
Which is normal. It's natural.
So normal.
But that was with a show that it took...
Demanded
3 times the amount of work to pull something off that was just badly written and badly. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. So you had to work hard to make that one work.
So you worked triple time to influence the audience. Yeah. As where Jersey is not that hard because...
Everyone loves the music.
All the work does its own thing.
Yeah. So what brought you out of it? What made you go, you know what, nah, I'm going to go to this audition?
I did a show at the Hayes.
Right.
Yeah. So I was like, it was partly my agent being like, get over yourself. It's just a phase. Which is great.
You feel like everyone needs that, especially like creatives can be extremely emotional people. We all need that person that goes, get over it. Yeah. Yeah.
She's really smart like that. She's
so for you, that's your agent?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's the person that goes...
Yeah, and...
A little bit?
People that I'm close to that are away from my job, they're like, look at what you're doing.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. But no, I did a show at the Hayes and I was like, no, this is exactly what I love.
This is why I work so hard to get to this. Oh, okay. Amazing. Now, moving forward, so how long is Jersey going for?
I don't know. We've only been booked for Melbourne, Brisbane so far.
Right. Okay.
So that can be... I hope it goes for longer.
Melbourne always gets behind it though.
Melbourne gets behind it and Brisbane is the best.
Oh, are they?
Yeah, because they only get like 1 show at a time.
Oh, so when they see it,
they flock to it.
Really? Huh. Wouldn't have thought that.
They're the best.
They're
and
the
they
best.
also They love going to the theatre and being immersed in it.
Yeah, whereas I guess it's kind of like expected around Melbourne and Sydney, some areas. Like it's just so accessible. Like,
I think Sydney is the hardest.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Why's that, you reckon? Just because we're all assholes up here, or what's happening?
It's just a much bigger city.
Yeah.
So to try and pin people down and get them to see a show, it's just not in their schedule.
Are you doing it every night?
I do every night, and then I do Sunday matinees.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
Shit. So, yeah, you're doing 8 shows.
Yeah.
Wow.
So they don't let Frankie do double show days.
Right.
So they'll get Daniel Razzo. Do you know Daniel Razzo?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's doing Frankie too. So he does like 2 or 3 shows a week.
Holy crap.
Yeah.
How does he go?
He's good. He's great.
Yeah. Well, I suppose, of course, he'd have to be. Wow, what a big gig for him. I felt, wow. That's huge.
Yeah.
That's massive.
Yeah.
But see, like, I see you on it and I go, wow, maybe because I know you a little bit more, and I just go, oh, wow. Like, the only thing, I just can't wait to hear you sing. Like, actually, I saw you on the morning show.
Yeah.
But I was actually trying to organise this podcast and chatting to people and getting XYZ on, but I was trying to, it sounded great though.
It was 8:30 in the morning.
Yeah, I know.
No,
how was
you.
that?
No.
Yeah.
Never again.
Never
Don't
again.
you dare. Producers, don't.
Channel 9, get out of it. Next week we see you on Sunrise.
I know. 7 a.m. No, thank you.
Oh man. So was that a bit of like, oh god, I'm going to do Frankie on TV right now? Was there a bit of that, or was it just like another, nah, this is just show, got to do it?
No, that one's, doing TV stuff is hard because it's there forever. As we're doing a show, assuming that nobody's filming in the audience, which you shouldn't do.
No, shouldn't do.
Don't do that.
Don't do that.
But doing a show, it's kind of like, you're there in the moment, you can do your thing.
Yeah.
But doing a TV performance, it's there forever. They're filming it,
Yeah,
they're
that's a
recording
good
it,
point.
and you are never going to delete it because the internet is a bad place.
There's
Never will have that video.
oh man, I wish I had my iPad up here. I'd get it up right now. But it was Thanos on X Factor dancing for Jess Mowboy, and there's like the girls come in and dance, they split. The guys come in and dance, they split. Anyway, when the girls come in, Thanos comes in on that part as well, and he's like literally, I think it might be Ricky Lee or Jess Mowboy, but he's literally just standing there by himself and like just looking around going, oh shit, and then like quickly runs out. It's the funniest thing. I'll have to get it up after. Someone showed me that like last year, but oh, you're right, it's there forever.
Yeah.
Have you done any nightmare gigs that you kind of wish you could erase that little one?
I'm not going to say what it was, but
No,
I did
but
a
there's a
musical,
few. Yeah.
and I was like, what am I doing in this?
Yeah.
Why am I doing this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So
There's been a
there's
couple
stuff
where
there.
I've
There's
been
been
like,
a, it's just
absolutely
like,
not.
yeah, okay. That's good. No,
Yeah.
Nice to know you're human. Because a lot of people would be looking at you going, damn, I like, here's a dude I want to be chasing right now. Like, you're just booking some great stuff. And what, have you got goals at the moment, or are you just happy where you're at? What is...
I always have goals.
Yeah.
I think, acting is always my goal. To get...
What was that movie you did? Everyone was dancing in it. Ronan Keating was...
Goddess.
It was on TV the other day.
Was it?
Yeah. I saw your little head jumping around. I was like, hey, it's Gonzalez.
I was so little then, too.
Yeah. That was you were, because I think that would have been around the time of Happy Feet, right?
That was in full time.
Oh, that was in
after
full time.
Feet, yeah.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Hilarious.
Yeah, so it was on TV the other day. I was like, hey, there's like everyone. They're all there.
I know,
yeah.
BJ, Dave
Yeah, everyone was getting
Morgan.
involved. Yeah, Morgan.
Going hard.
Ant was in it.
Yep.
Yeah, no, there were some good faces there. But so, what are some little, like, are you more of a short-term goal guy, or have you got both? Have you got short?
The good thing about being in a show is you can monitor your goals immediately. So you can say, okay, I want to get my voice to this point by this month.
Right, okay.
Or I feel comfortable, because Frankie sings 27 songs in the show. So I want to feel comfortable. This one feels a little bit uncomfortable. So my goal is to make that as comfortable as possible by placing it in a different place or whatever. Same with acting. Like, that doesn't feel comfortable for me. I want to make that more truthful. I want to get to the root of it. I'm going to get my script out again. I'm going to write.
Are you looking to maybe get into like some theatre, like drama theatre stuff, or do TV? Yeah.
I'd love to do some
okay
straight theatre stuff.
Yeah,
because it's just a different world, and
yeah. You should reach out to Troy Harrison. Do you know he's got his own theatre company? Yeah,
he's great.
Yeah. He's
Katie and Will were talking to me about him actually.
Yeah, oh man, he's such an inspiration for me because he went from like literally he was booking every single dance gig going around, musicals as well. It wasn't too much more that bloke could do really, and he had to let that go. Maybe it couldn't have been a bit prematurely because he knew that acting was where he wanted to be. So he actually completely rebranded, rechanneled everything to. That's when I just look, because that's kind of like what I'm doing now myself personally. I love doing this, and as I said, I've got a broken body these days, so I'm great for the gigs like here and there, but in terms of doing what I was doing when I was like 21 and stuff like that, just can't do it anymore, unfortunately. That's why I'm envious of this body of yours that isn't injured. That's amazing.
I've been seeing Petros since I was 17.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Just for, not necessarily, just for injury prevention, like just...
For prevention and
just little niggling. Oh, maintenance, right.
Like, because I did kinky boots as well, so that was like...
Oh, yeah, that's what I wanted to grab. Yeah.
Heels.
You were great in that. I saw that. That was good. Did that get cut short?
No.
Okay,
we did a whole run.
Good. But yeah, how was that dancing? Was that your first time dancing in a heel? Yeah. On stage anyway?
Heels and wigs. Like, the wigs are heavy, so this part of my body was stuffed. And then my legs were ruined. So I would just see Petros
all the time.
He's just...
Did you have to get heels made?
Yeah.
Yeah?
They made them for us.
Yeah. Yeah.
And this is a tip if you do a musical.
Yeah.
If your shoes don't feel right, get them fixed the first week.
Yeah, okay.
Don't wait.
Yeah. So shoes is a big one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because dancers put up with a lot of shit sometimes as well. But shoes is one where you got to draw the line.
Because that's your career.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, big time. Yeah, no, I feel you. Yeah, so, musical theatre peeps out there, get your shoes sorted. Speak up. If you are an 8...
Are people going to see this?
Yes, they're going to see this.
I look like...
You look great, mate.
I look like I'm from the 90s.
Yeah, no, I'm kind of digging the jacket, but where's that from?
The jacket's really good.
Yeah.
It is. Can you read the label?
Daniel Patrick.
Yeah, I got it in America, in New York, but he's an Australian designer.
Is he?
In New York.
Daniel Patrick.
Yeah.
Dope.
So cool.
Yeah. So have you seen a few Broadway shows?
Oh, yeah.
1 or 2?
Yeah, quite a few.
Have you seen Jersey Boys?
I saw it, yeah.
Yeah? This, how long ago was that?
Last year, in November.
Was Jersey Boys on your radar at that point?
Yeah, I'd already gotten the...
Oh, you already got the gig?
Yeah.
Oh, right. So did they tell you to go over there and watch it?
Yes.
Or they did?
Because I was dance captain before I took over as Frankie. So I went over for a trip. It was just
so you've been part of Jersey Boys for a while before...
Yeah, so I got the job. I got dance captain and I was the alternate for Frankie.
So how long were you that for before it's now your role full time?
Like we got through to the week of opening and like unfortunate circumstances, and then they asked me to step up and take the role.
Right.
Before
is this the second run? Because I feel like Jersey Boys, maybe kind of harping on what we said before, was it around not that long ago?
It was like 8 years ago.
Has that been 8 years? Shit,
It started 8 years ago.
It started 8 years, okay.
But it wasn't the same cast.
No, okay.
Yeah.
What's the dynamic like? Was there a bit of a vibe backstage when all of a sudden you've gone from one role and now you're Frankie? Is everyone really supportive? Was there a bit of a...
No, everyone's really supportive because everyone just wants the show to be really good.
Really good.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good. How important is cast getting along? Have you been with a few?
The most important.
It is, hey?
That's what, like when I was saying before, if the audience is a little less responsive.
You got a great cast.
Having a great cast, like good humans, is the most number one thing, because then we're on stage for 2 hours together and backstage in each other's space, and we're warming up together and we're touring together. Like we become You become a family. Yeah. So if you don't get along, it's like...
Yeah.
Or if there's a riff and there's two separate groups...
Have you been a part of that?
Yeah.
Yeah?
I've been in quite a few shows that have been like that. And it puts a bit of a strain on the show, and you get to the point where...
You just want to get out?
Yeah. Or the director comes in and he's like, swallow your damn ego and do the show.
Well, what is it generally over? Is it generally petty reasons, or is it...
Yeah.
Right. Just personal clashes, and then they just hang on to... So it's high school.
Yeah, and it's about experience too. Like, I've done a couple of shows where the major percentage of people haven't done a show before.
Okay.
And then there's a tiny group of people that have. So these experienced people stick together, and then the people who don't stick together, and then you get like... But this show, it's like maybe 2 or 3 people who have never done a show, and everyone else has done a show.
Okay.
And then there's people who have done the show before. So it's like...
Yeah, okay. So you got pretty... It's a pretty good crew at the moment?
Oh, such good people.
Yeah. How you feel... Because I mean, obviously, I wouldn't get you on the podcast if you're an asshole. But if you were going into Legally Blonde, and then you now, how are you backstage? Same person?
Exactly the same person.
You are? Okay, great.
Yeah, I thank Cameo for this.
Yep.
When I went into Legally Blonde,
he's a good man to keep you grounded.
Just sit down, shut up, and listen.
Yeah.
And then a couple of other people. I don't know if you know Michelle Barr.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was a swing on that too. Yeah. So she would be like, look at the people who were really like the director responds to, and see why they have a good relationship with everyone. Okay. And it was the people that were smart. They didn't talk about unnecessary things. They made a point though if they felt something needed to be aired, and so I did a lot of looking. Just really embodied that.
Yeah. I feel like a lot of the guys, because I know there are a lot of names now that were working with us and around our time when we first started who aren't around now. Like I could probably have a good think and write down a lot of names of people that...
Can you send me that list?
I might do that, yeah.
I think you should.
Just for us, I mean, that'd be pretty brutal. But I think we would be surprised on how many people aren't doing anything now because they didn't listen when they were younger. And it's getting worse and worse and worse and worse and worse. And I'm kind of glad I'm on the kind of back end of that, and I'm taking a different career path and all that. But I look at some younger guys and younger girls on jobs, and I'm just like, shut the fuck up. Like... it amazes me that some people don't have that quality about them because it's crucial. It's crucial moving forward. Yeah.
It's all relative to your experience and your reputation.
Yeah. I mean, I'm always good.
You can't have that when you start.
No, I mean, I'm always good for a joke with the people that I'm very close with. Yeah. But I'm not cracking jokes in front of everyone and trying to... Yeah, you just don't have longevity.
No.
Yeah.
Damn, something was on the tip of my tongue that I thought I should say.
Yeah, that's the beauty of this podcast. Every time I there's some good points and they go missing. Thank God I'm just kind of talking whatever just comes out. But yeah, you can miss some great points on these things. Damn bloody podcast. They will come back to you. What was about your... What? About...
It's about this.
Oh, about this. Just like your experience on jobs. Was it something that you saw or... Yeah. But anyway, I'm going to let Mr. Gonzalez just get his head together on that type of thing. But for the guys who are listening, I really want to kind of hone in on that point that there's a lot of guys who have either just got representation, starting to work a little bit. I have to recommend for you guys just to shut up on these jobs and look at the people who have been there for a while and think why they're there. Obviously, you're going to be friendly. You don't need to be like a Shaolin monk in the corner, but put your 2 bobs worth in, but just be respectful for everyone on the job. And just don't be annoying. It will...
That's a great point. Please don't be annoying.
Just don't be annoying, because you just don't want the guys who are older than you talking shit about you.
Yeah. Although, I was pretty annoying. Like, I think about 18-year-old Ryan, and I had a lot of energy.
Yeah.
But that was just me dancing around and being an idiot, as opposed to me telling people what I think they should do. Yeah.
A lot of young people are very willing to give advice these days, and that's something that, And I'm actually reaching out to try and get some younger guests on this podcast, because for them to talk, like, what should we be doing? Coming from a 18, 19, 17-year-old, like, what do you think we should be doing?
That's what I wanted to say.
Okay, here we go, got it. Glad.
What should you be doing? I think... So it comes back to the whole, like, you've just come out of full-time or whatever.
Yep.
And people really feel the need to talk about how good they are.
Ah, okay. Yep,
but I think the best thing to do is to let your work and your reputation talk for you.
Yeah.
You don't need to tell people how good you are. People are going to know that just from looking at your work.
Yeah.
And your wealth of work.
Yeah.
That is my number one thing, because...
You've seen people...
Yeah, I've seen people crash and burn just from talking about how good they are and then not delivering the goods.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's all about, like, an audition process and a rehearsal process. You can be as good as you want in those processes, but if you can't do the job 8 times a week, that's your reputation gone.
Yeah. Yeah. Great point.
Yeah.
Great
Let your
point.
work talk for you. That's
big time. Yeah. And that's how I tried to take that type of thing. I go to a lot of full-timers, and I'm there as the career guy, like, what to do, giving advice. And I was giving so much advice, and for a long, long time I was saying, oh yeah, and I work as a presenter. I didn't work shit as a presenter. I hadn't done anything as a presenter, but I was telling everyone I was. Yeah. So I was just talking about it. I actually wasn't doing it. So then I had to swallow some of my own advice and be like, well, mate, if you want to keep giving this advice, you need to start doing what you're talking. That's why I'm starting with this. So just like a little example to relate on what Ryan just kind of brought out just then. Yeah, you gotta back it up, or just shut up and just do it. Don't even tell us, just do it.
By no means perfect at all. At all.
You're very close though, Ryan.
No. Absolutely not. But that is something I think is the most important thing.
Yeah. Great point.
Yeah.
Great point. So when am I going to see you on Broadway? When's this going to happen? Because I'm going over there in Christmas, and I hope that you're in a show by then.
Well, that won't happen.
Is that the goal though? West End, Broadway? Is that something you've seen your horizon?
I definitely would love to. I don't know what the opportunities are like. They have a hard industry to get into.
Because I feel like you've got the body of work behind you now to make the jump. Do you feel that?
I don't know about that yet.
No?
No. I feel like our industry is a lot younger in Australia.
Okay.
So the Broadway industry is a lot older, and they have a lot more older performers there. So maybe it's something I can do in the next 6 years or something like that.
Right.
But I'd like to do more stuff here. I do think that the Australian talent is like up to, if not better than the Broadway casts. Yeah. We have really good actors in Australia. Yeah. Especially in music theatre.
There was, when I saw Kinky Boots, because I've seen Kinky Boots on Broadway and saw it here. For me, everything was there except one number when the nursing home, when she sings in the nursing home. Yeah. Yeah. The American dude was just like, and not saying this guy wasn't amazing. No. But whoever was playing the American in the American cast, the Broadway cast, he was just phenomenal. Right. Phenomenal. Like that was the only part. But other than that, I have to completely agree with you. The shows are, after seeing, I haven't seen Book of Mormon here. Have you seen it here? Yeah. Have you seen it over there? Yeah. I've heard that the main dude isn't fat. Elder Cunningham.
No, he's not. He doesn't have to be.
He doesn't have to be?
No.
Yeah, maybe because I saw him and he was short and fat and
I
sweaty.
like better in, or this is going to be mean. Yeah. But I think Book of Mormon, the Americans have it down pat.
But it's their, like, they've grown up with Mormons. Yeah. Like, and there's a lot of American humour in it as well. Are they American accents in the show here? Yes. They are? Okay, yeah. Cool. Cool.
I think that's what I want. I think when you asked me about goals before, what I'd like to do is be in an original Australian musical and create an original role.
Wow. Okay.
I'd love for that to happen.
Yeah, well, I'll send you through my headshot and CV, and I'll be your understudy. Ryan Gonzalez is the lead. Work? I don't know.
You're tall and blonde and handsome. I'm short and a bit stocky and very ethnic.
I don't care, mate. I am your understudy.
You'll tint your eyebrows.
I will tint my eyebrows, dye my hair dark, and then people won't know the difference. You would actually grow a mean beard, actually.
I grow a mean beard.
Yeah. Have you been able to grow that since you were like 10?
No, 12.
No? 12. Okay, that's alright. Damn it. I only started growing this when I was about 23. I haven't shaved yet, and this is it. No, I'm just kidding.
You haven't shaved since
I haven't shaved since I'm 23. This is it. No, I've got patchiness. Yeah, that's alright. I'll get that.
You gotta go those Instagram like roller things.
Yeah. Oh god. Anyway. We got so much more to catch up on, but I'm going to wrap this shit up. Everyone, if you're watching this, give yourselves a little round of applause. Round of applause for Ryan Gonzalez. Thank you so much for coming along, mate. I really enjoyed it. If you like this one, now I can't believe I'm actually doing this. Now I feel like I'm getting in the YouTube game. You can help me out with this.
Okay.
If you like this video, what should you do?
Like, comment, share, or subscribe.
Subscribe! There it is, subscribe.
That's right, because we're on a podcast, so you want to subscribe.
Yeah, I want to subscribe. I've never said that before, and every time I'm editing it, I was like, oh god, I should do that subscribe thing, but you did it for me. Thank you. Ryan Gonzalez, the first person to say subscribe to the podcast. Thank you, everyone, and thank you, Ryan Gonzalez, for coming by. Thanks. Oh, there's the clicker. 3, 2, 1, and we're out.